Hello everyone and welcome back to day 38 of Polity Daily Drill. Let's begin. First question. Consider the following statements. Governor appoints the judges of the concerned state high court after consultation with the president. This is a wrong statement. We know very well that the judges of the Supreme Court as well as the high courts are appointed by the president. Supreme Court Article 124, High Court's Article 217. Statement 1 is incorrect. Number 2. The appointment, posting and promotion of district judges in a state are made by the governor of the state in consultation with the High Court. Absolutely correct. This is Article 233. So which of the statements is or are correct? B, 2 only. Moving on to question number 2. Consider the following statements regarding Metropolitan Planning Committee. The state legislature may make provisions for the composition of MPC, Metropolitan Planning Committees. Now see, MPC is a constitutional body under Article 243 ZE. It has been established under Part 9A, that is the 74th Amendment Act. Okay. First one is correct. Of course, the state legislature may make provisions for the composition of the MPC. Coming to, in fact, not just that, it also will look into the manner of filling of the seats as well. Anyway, coming to number 2, 3/4 of its members. 3/4 of its members should be elected by the elected members of the municipalities and chairpersons of the panchayats. This is actually wrong. It is not 3/4. We know it is 2/3. So 2 is incorrect. And number 3, the chairpersons of such committees shall forward the development plan to the state government. Yes, of course, clause 4 of this article, that is 243 ZE, states this very statement. 3 is right. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? We know C is the right answer. 1 and 3 only. Moving on to question number 3. Which of the following explains the reason behind inclusion of emergency powers in the Indian Constitution? So emergency powers from articles 352 to 360. Number 1, to safeguard federal character of the Constitution. Of course, we know very well that emergency provisions take away the federal character. In fact, they are seen as making the Constitution or governance more unitary, act in a unitary fashion. So 1 is wrong. Number 2, to safeguard unity and integrity of India, of course, because a national emergency will be proclaimed on the grounds of war, external aggression, or armed rebellion. So 2 is correct. Number 3, to safeguard fundamental rights of citizens. Of course, it's wrong. Why? Because during a national emergency, some of your fundamental rights can be taken away, or your right to move to court to have them protected can be taken away. So it is the exact opposite. And number 4, to safeguard democratic political system. Yes, we have to also ensure that the government of the state carries on in accordance with the provisions of the Constitution. So 2 and 4, meaning B is the right answer. Moving on to question number 4. Match list 1 with list 2. Okay, so match the following. We have on the left, that is list 1, amendments. 31st, 61st, 100th and 102nd, and list 2 has the aspects, the provisions that were modified. So there are some things that you would know which are very, very easy, like the 61st Amendment Act. We know that this one, which was done in the year 1988. What was the purpose? To reduce the voting age. So I think B matches with 1. B matches with 1 here. We already have the answer. But otherwise as well, the 100th Amendment Act was the Indo-Bangladesh Land Boundary Agreement, the exchange of enclaves, right? This was done in the year 2015, a very popular amendment. Then 102nd was the constitutional status, the creation of NCBC, that was done in 2018. We have had a mains question on this topic as well. And of course, the 31st Amendment of the year 1973. This increased the seats in the Lok Sabha for the states from how much? From 500 to 525, the representation in Lok Sabha, and for UT it was decreased from 25 to 20. Okay. The maximum permissible strength, currently it is at 552, with 2 seats for Anglo-Indians, though the provision has expired and has not been renewed post 2020. So we have A as the answer. And the last question for today: consider the following statements about the disqualification of legislators for conviction of an offence. So we are referring to RPA. Disqualified legislators can never contest. Now, this is too harsh. So they can contest after a certain period. So it depends, right? It varies from section to section. Under section 8, it is for 6 years plus any jail term, right? Under 8A, it varies to, say, a maximum permissible period of 6 years. Then under 9, it's 5 years, so on and so forth. Under 10A, it is just 3 years. So you can't contest for a certain number of years. It cannot be never contest. That'll be too harsh a punishment. So one is wrong. Second one, disqualification cannot apply if the offense is a petty offense. Of course, inviting punishment of less than 2 years, absolutely correct. This is RPA section 8, subsection 3, that is RPA of 1951, of course. Number 3, offences mentioned under section 8(1) of the RPA 51 will invite disqualification even for conviction without sentence. That's absolutely true. There are certain offences like the PCRA violation. What is that? The Protection of Civil Rights Act violation, or the PCA, that is the Prevention of Corruption Act, or certain other offences under IPC, etc., wherein even if you are not given any jail sentence, the mere conviction held by court, meaning if the court finds you guilty and even if it imposes a mere penalty on you, a monetary fine, you will still be disqualified for 6 years. So 3 is also correct. How many statements are incorrect? So we know only 1. A is the right answer. This brings us to an end of our discussion for today. Let's meet tomorrow. Till then, that's all for me. Jai Hind.